I'm absolutely loving that those far leftists are getting the consequences of their actions for those things that they're saying and what they have posted since Charlie's untimely death. But what is super concerning is how many of them are actually educators, teachers. They are standing in front of my daughter, your sons, our kids with these crazy beliefs, and you cannot tell me in some way they are not pushed on these children. I literally seen where one school lost 8 teachers. 8. God help our children. I don't even know what to say. It is scary times. If you are not right with the Lord, baby, please get to know him. Please.
Hey everybody, it's Phineas. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to talk about and show a bunch of clips about people getting fired for celebrating the Charlie Kirk assassination. And I think this is important to see because we think we're in a lunatic world. We have no idea how dangerous society has become. People are unhinged. This is not a handful of people that are outliers and making celebratory comments about the death of somebody. This is thousands upon thousands. And these videos get more views, and the views can go either way. Like I watch these, so I'm a view, but it gets tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands likes on these videos celebrating the death of somebody. This is demented stuff. Some of these videos are just insane. A lot of these videos are teachers. There's a veterinarian in here. There's a doctor. A couple celebrities. MSNBC news host was fired. A Kardashian. Ugh. And then you just have, I'll show you when it comes, just demons. Just demon-possessed people. You got to see some of these clips. I think this is important to show so we know how dangerous society could be. So we can stay safe and be very aware of what's going around us. And you never know people's beliefs. These are just the dummies who posted this stuff, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of likes. Imagine if people don't post it and they feel this way. We're in dark times. We are, now more than ever, keep our circle, I always say this, keep our circle small, keep trusted family members, and trusted maybe some long-term friends. I've got friends I know for 30 years, they're trustworthy, but that's about it. Times be crazy. Alright, so let's get started. We'll start out with teachers. And I'm going to tell you guys something about teachers. My sister worked for the school board many years. Not all teachers, but a large part of teachers are, how do I put this politely, messed up people. She said daily she has to fight against, if they get a paper cut, they're going to sue. If they stub their toe, they're going to sue. Teachers are sue happy. Not all of them, but you'd be surprised. A very large part of teachers are she says you got to fight daily to keep the trans flags out of the classrooms, the LGBTQ flags out of the classrooms, like all this propaganda that it's fine. You could be gay and trans. I don't think any of us really care, but it can't go in the classrooms. She said they're constantly fighting that. They're sue happy. A lot of teachers are not good people. I know that's not popular to say, but you'd be surprised. So let's go with the first clip.
A South Carolina teacher posted, "America became greater today after Charlie Kirk was killed. Tonight he's out of a job and Congress is demanding answers." I'm going to show you what happened, who stepped up, and what this means for our kids in the classrooms. Y'all like the video right here? Follow for more updates. Let's get into this one. So after outrage online, Greenville County Schools confirmed the teacher is no longer employed. The post was tied to a Southside High educator identified by lawmakers as Wayne Bullock. Rep. William Timmons called the behavior vile and said teachers who glorify political violence should be nowhere near students. He later posted, "Radical politics in the classroom ends here." This is not a debate about policy. It was a celebration of a killing. That crosses a line for every parent, left or right. Even blue state outlets are covering teacher backlash nationwide after what happened to Charlie Kirk. When the story breaks this wide, school districts move fast because voters are watching. Republicans condemn the rhetoric and pushed accountability. At the same time, Democrats who talked about healing need to police their own ranks when violence is cheered online. You're seeing a realignment here, parents demanding apolitical classrooms, safety and respect, and that is a winning message. Rep. Nancy Mace also announced a resolution to allow Charlie Kirk to lie in honor in the U.S. Capitol Rotunda, subject to his family's wishes. That frames Charlie Kirk's legacy in stark contrast to the teacher's post. Classrooms must be safe from political extremism, accountability for adults, protection for students, and respect for life. Parents, get involved now. This is your wake-up call. Y'all like the video right there. Follow for more updates. I'll catch you on the next one.
Okay, in this case, he was fired. I mean, think about that. Do you really want teachers like this, and they get worse, like this, teaching your kids? There was a, I didn't post everything I found because it's unlimited. Maybe I'll do a part 2 video. But there's a teacher that was caught, one of the students recorded it, saying that Charlie Kirk's, this is for, I believe, 10th grade. Charlie Kirk's family deserved it. His grandkids deserve it. Their grandkids deserve it. Their grandkids deserve it in eternity. And that he watched the loop of the death of Charlie Kirk for an hour. Like, this is a teacher in a classroom teaching this stuff. It was caught on tape. All right, let's look at another clip.
So this is absolutely insane. A teacher allegedly showed the Charlie Kirk assassination video to 10 and 11-year-olds and told students he deserved to be killed. This apparently happened at an elementary school in Canada. When the teacher was saying that he deserved to be killed, he gave the young students a speech about anti-fascism and transgender issues. Several students from his class went home and complained to their parents, traumatized at witnessing the on-camera death, which they were forced to witness numerous times over. How much of a psychopath do you have to be to think this is okay to share with 10-year-olds? Adults shouldn't even be seeing stuff like that. I still can't get that video out of my head. Every single time I see a picture of Charlie Kirk, that's literally like all I see now. So I can only imagine what's going on in a 10-year-old's brain. Apparently this issue is still being investigated. So that means the teacher is still employed there. Hopefully that changes, because that is absolutely horrible. Who would want a teacher like this teaching their children?
He showed 10 and 11-year-olds the assassination clip. I mean, this is really sick stuff. This is crazy stuff. Teachers 40 years ago didn't act like this. We didn't even know their last names. First name. We didn't, Mrs. Smith. We didn't know Mrs. Smith's first name. We didn't know their sexuality. We didn't know their politics. It just stayed out of the classroom and just teach the dopey subjects. This is crazy. This is 10 or 11-year-olds. Wouldn't you be pissed if your 10-year-old came home and told you that this teacher showed us the clip of that assassination? Man, that's crazy stuff. Let's look at another one.
A Martin County teacher is out of the classroom and under investigation after the district says they posted disturbing comments online about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now, the district, again, making this official in a statement here. I want to move out of the way so you can see it. So this is from the Martin County School District. They posted that they were aware of a recent social media comment made by one of their educators regarding the death of Charlie Kirk, and that's why they decided to remove that teacher from the classroom. But this isn't just a local story. This is part of a statewide crackdown crackdown. Florida's education commissioner is also sounding the alarm, taking to X right here. So here's that post that was posted yesterday on Thursday. He calls such online posts vile and is warning that they could shatter public trust. And in a fiery letter to school leaders, he is urging educators to govern yourself accordingly. Even Governor Ron DeSantis is sharing that post on social media as well. He is backing the move, calling for swift accountability. We have this story and much more on the District of Martin County statements as well. You can read that on CBS12.com.
Another one fired. If I had kids and I could afford it, I would homeschool. Because this is very common. And I'm telling you, my sister worked with teachers for many years in the school board, and it was a disaster. You'd be surprised how messed up these teachers are. I always gotta say not all of them, because there are good teachers. But unfortunately, the majority of them are not good teachers. These are people that are nuts. Let's watch another one.
I don't know when or if I'll post this, but today's September 15th and it's 9:05 a.m. and yesterday at 5 p.m. I was fired from my job for posting a video saying I don't care about Charlie Kirk's death. In the video that I posted, I specifically said I wasn't celebrating it, but that I just don't care. And yet I was still fired from a job where my role was to increase educational equity to all students.
Now that one, I don't think she was so bad. She says she didn't care. I don't think anything is wrong with that. So she didn't care. She even said, I'm not celebrating his death. I just don't care. I don't know. You guys tell me on that one. I don't think what she did was terrible. Should she be a teacher? It depends what she does in the classroom. I'm on the fence about that one. I don't think she should have been fired. Unless we know more. All right, and then here's a doctor celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, and a nurse confronted the doctor, and then she got put on leave.
Are you fired?
No, I'm not fired as of right now. Right now, I am suspended, indefinitely unpaid.
Why?
So I walked into the nurse's station and I just had learned about Charlie Kirk. I saw this guy. I didn't know who he was at the time, and he was standing there celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, saying how he deserved it, he hated Charlie Kirk, and he had it coming to him. And
so you love Charlie Kirk. You didn't just aware of him.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Charlie Kirk. My first retweet in 2018 it was like my first blue checkmark retweet was Charlie Kirk. I was a couple years out of college and loved him ever since.
You're aghast at this, and what'd you say?
So I looked down at his badge because I didn't know, what job, if he was a doctor or a nurse, a
never
tech,
saw him before.
Never saw him before. I looked down, I see his badge, and it says doctor. And I said, you're a doctor? I said, how are you saying this as a doctor, that someone deserved to die? I mean, to me, I was just mind blown.
All right, we got some updated information coming in of that nurse over in New Jersey that was fired from her job because she called out a doctor who she was working with that was celebrating the loss of life of Charlie Kirk. Inglewood Health retracted their decision and gave her job back. And the doctor who was celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk has just now resigned.
And at least she got reinstated. She got her job back, and I guess the doctor left. Imagine a doctor celebrating the murder of somebody. You never truly know people. Everybody's outside facade is not what it is. Okay, this one here, this is a veterinarian. Read this comment that this person posted, and then somebody blew up that comment on a big, giant piece and put it on 2 posts and put it in front of the veterinary clinic. This is one of the worst comments I've seen. Now, I'm a big animal guy. I would not take my animal to a person like this. And I believe the name of the vet was Gentle Caring Animal Hospital or something like that. You'll see in the clip. Wait till you see this guy's comment. And I believe, this is what the internet says, you gotta take some of this with a grain of salt, that the vet clinic is now up for sale. Because this is the owner of the vet clinic making this comment. Where do you see this?
So I'm out here outside of this Gentle Care Animal Hospital in Oklahoma. Let me turn this around so you can see it. This Gentle Care Animal Hospital in Oklahoma. They got the rainbow up there. Gentle Care. Gentle Care is what they're supposed to be all about. Gentle Care. And yet the owner of this animal hospital tweeted something, and this young man put it right here in the parking lot in the open field right next to the animal hospital, so that everybody that brings their dogs or cats to this vet or even drives by can see this. You got to see what this young man Devin did. Look at this. This is the actual tweet of the owner of this place. Gentle Care Animal Hospital. Charlie Kirk, right-wing, stupid F, MAGA activist, shot unalived at Utah campus. He's only the first. Are you freaking kidding me? Could we actually be getting smart and culling the sick ones? Oh gosh, I want to offer his family my thoughts and prayers with the middle finger. Yeah, that's what this guy, Christopher Rispoli, the owner of that place, Gentle Care Animal Hospital, has said. So, I saw that, and I said I need to come down here and meet the man that put this together, and it's Devin, right?
Yes.
Devin put this together. Devin, you saw this pretty disgusting tweet from the owner of this place.
Did.
And you did something about it.
Did.
Why'd you do that?
I felt it needed done. Somebody had to do it, and rather than talk about it, I just did it.
And when I first came up and asked you about it, you said something about free speech. You said it perfectly. I want you to share what you said.
Free speech is free, but it does still have consequences.
That is probably one of the worst comments I've seen. Would you take your cat or dog there? This is a peek inside people. That's eye-opening for a lot of people. It's eye-opening for me, and I don't even like people. Like I know a lot of people are bad. This is even shocking to me. All right, then we got the MSNBC guy. I actually watched this as he was saying this.
To get things under control. You can imagine the administration using this as a justification for something.
We don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about this. But following up what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech.
I actually got similar comments on one of my videos I did, that if Kirk is gonna spew hate, then he's gonna get hate back. That kind of thing. What'd you expect when he spews hate? I've never seen a guy spew hate. You might not agree with his comments. The guy was hardcore Christian. Do I agree with everything he says? I'm not a hardcore Christian. I don't believe everything he says. But a lot of stuff he said was just logical to me. I didn't see him spewing hate. He said, shocking, there's two genders. Whoa, I can't believe he said there's two genders. I mean, stuff like that. I don't know. That doesn't seem that far-fetched of a comment to make. Yeah, this guy got fired. He no longer works there. All right, and then we got this next one is a rough one for me. This is Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro has lost his mind. One of the best actors, in my opinion, ever, of all time. He's got so many good roles. Man, I was a big Robert De Niro fan. He's just an old kook now. The guy's a lunatic. And I'll show you, he got fired.
This time a mob figure that would actually be a completely fictional character, and how De Niro and Apple Studios were in the process of creating a story centered on a mob boss in hiding for over 30 years, who comes back out of hiding to take revenge for the loss of his son. Now, this entire project was recently scrapped due to De Niro politicizing the death of Charlie Kirk and going on multiple rants about Trump.
It's not shocking that no one wants to work with him anymore. He's off the rails. He's become a lunatic. he just rants and rants and rants and says stuff that's just not taking place and not even close to being true. Here's another one. One of the Kardashians. Now, basically, it seems like what she did was like a post that says something bad about Charlie. Is that the end of the world? Probably not. It could even be an accident. Probably not an accident. It's a Kardashian. Not a fan. But check it out.
Khloe Kardashian is under fire after fans noticed she liked a post praising conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who was shot and killed this week at just 31. The reality star even dropped a string of emojis in the comments of an Instagram post from Pray.com, which included a video of Kirk speaking openly about his Christian faith. But many of Khloe's followers weren't impressed. Critics pointed out that Kirk was a controversial figure, known for opposing abortion, rejecting pro-trans ideology, and pushing back against gun control. Her subtle show of support quickly sparked debate, with fans divided over whether she was offering compassion or endorsing Kirk's views. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, smash follow for more hot celeb tea.
I don't know enough about that one to be upset. So let's get on with, this next one's Office Max. It's a kind of like a Staples, Office Depot. So these people went in and tried to get some flyers printed out about the Charlie Kirk memorial or vigil they were having. And you could take a look at these two workers and you could tell they were not going to print these things, and they called it political propaganda. Watch this clip.
So we came in for an order earlier to print a poster for a vigil tonight.
Yes,
for somebody that passed. It's not
it's propaganda. I'm sorry, we don't put that here.
Alrighty. So, what's your name?
Beryl. I'm print supervisor. I'm one of the managers.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, we
so
do not
they
print,
say they don't print political
print
propaganda.
No.
So this is somebody that passed away a couple years
That's
ago. That's
political propaganda, unfortunately. I'm
So
sorry.
this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil.
It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
What makes it propaganda?
Because he's a political figure, and I don't have to. Yeah.
Our general manager is going to be in on Monday. If you
No,
want to
it's
speak
totally
further
okay.
on
No,
the
we have-
subject,
we have
you
boss-
would
we have
you're welcome
lawyers.
to return.
Yeah, they don't own the store. I don't think they can make that decision not to print something. They were both fired. This next clip is a little hopeful. This is a clip in a classroom where a girl kind of stands up for people cheering about the death of Charlie Kirk. Gives you some hope.
Why are we cheering for someone getting shot? Like, no matter what political beliefs are, we should not be cheering that someone got shot. He has a family. We do. I value everyone's beliefs, but we should not be cheering as a class that someone got shot. He has a family.
I think it takes guts. You're in a classroom. The majority of the classroom is celebrating. She kind of stands up for it. I like her. All right, so next we got like 4 clips. You guys see these clips. And you might have already seen some of these clips. These are unhinged, crazy, demonic clips of people happy about the assassination of Charlie. So check these out. Tell me what you think. And there was no shortage of these. I just put 4 clips here because I don't want to make the video so long. But there was no shortage of these type clips. Check these out.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. To everyone saying that it was such a senseless, violent act, I want you to remind yourself that it was God's plan. I mean, really, it was actually his fault because, like, he should have been wearing, like, a bulletproof neck brace or something. Like, I cannot believe he walked out the house without it. I mean, really, you have to be aware of what you're wearing in public so that, like, people don't target you. And you don't become a victim. So I guess this is just another example of God's plan in action. It was not a senseless act of violence. This was God's plan. Happy hump day, y'all!
Charlie Kirk got shot and he's dead! Finally!
finally, somebody with a gun, which is almost everybody in the fucking States, grew a pair and fucking went and shot somebody on the right side. Thank you. Can we keep this up?
This is what an actual demon looks like.
To the Charlie Kirk family. Did you see all that blood that came out of his body? It was like, whoa. I'm not saying that violence isn't the way, so don't misconstrue my words, okay? Did you see all that blood? That dude's dead. There is a fucking God.
God help him, because there is no soul in there, in that man. None.
Bitches, let's all join hands and bow our heads in thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk. Thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers.
Ooh, there was no shortage of those type clips. I'll probably do a part 2 of this video, and I can find many more of the unhinged ones, the lunatic ones. And a lot of these, like some of the teachers, and there was a pilot one that I couldn't find. That pilot got fired for making comments. But a lot of people pulled their clips down quick enough where I can't find them anymore. This is not really about politics. This is about being a decent human being and being a scumbag. Okay? If someone on the left, let's say, example, was deleted, alright, under political violence, whatever, I'm not going to celebrate, I'm not going to laugh, I'm not going to find it funny, I'm going to find that horrible. It's not a funny thing when someone gets their life taken for nonsense, for just talking. You don't have to like what he has to say, but to take someone's life in violence like that, it's terrible. I would never laugh at, I don't even want to say names on the left. Who's on the left that I can say? AOC. Like, she's terrible. She's an idiot. I can't stand her. I don't want nothing bad to happen to her. I wouldn't celebrate it. I wouldn't think it's funny. It's just about being, are you decent or are you a scumbag? So many scumbags. Like, we knew the world was full of scumbags, but it's astounding how many will just out themselves when something like this happens. I like that they out themselves. It makes me more cautious and more alert of my surroundings when I'm out and about and when I'm engaged with conversation with somebody. I like this. I like that they out this. And imagine how many didn't out themselves but had the exact same feelings. Just talk among friends. We're in a sick world. We are in a sick, sick world. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you want any of these teachers teaching your kids? Forget politics. Forget either side. Would you want your kids taught by some of these teachers? Would you want to take your dog or cat to a vet that talk like that, that have thoughts like that? Would you want to be friends with some of these lunatic, the crazy demonic ones? Like, these are not safe people. I want no part of them. I want, if they're my family, I would distance myself. These are not well people. And we're seeing this more and more. That's why I always say we're on decline. The economy's on decline. Mental illness. Social media is a cesspool. TikTok is the worst. I only have a TikTok so I can pull some of these clips. It's not a real account. I can't do the TikTok thing. I don't get it. Alright, here's a couple more clips I'll leave you with. And the very last clip is a guy walking out with his firing papers. He got fired walking out. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys please leave me a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. It does help. Stay safe out there. We're in crazy times. We're in lunatic times. I don't know where this country goes. It's not good. It's not good. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. And let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I know I'll get some hateful comments. But it's okay.
I was just fired from my job. Fired me, or they're getting rid of me because of my TikTok.
I made some stupid comments about Charlie Kirk on the day that he was shot. I'm sorry, not sorry for, but today on a weekend, I'm told that I am no longer employed at Microsoft, building the diversity, equity, and inclusion department from scratch.
Fired from my fucking job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my fucking job. I was just fired from my fucking job. Now I have nothing but this. I have nothing but this website. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore.
Thousands of people have gone online celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk, and many of them are now losing their jobs. Many of the people you've seen cheering on the passing of Charlie Kirk started with this man who just moments after Charlie Kirk was struck, right in front of him, was cheering on video that Charlie Kirk was hit. Then you have this woman who was a nurse going on TikTok celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk, and now people have found out where she works and are talking to her employers. This man who wrote this entire statement here is actually in the military, and people have already alerted Pete Hegseth, who is essentially this man's boss, and will probably be trying to do something about it. You have another woman who is a 2nd and 3rd grade teacher's aide who was posting about that she wished she would have heard of another obituary talking about Donald Trump, but instead she would settle for Charlie Kirk. And this man, probably the most prominent person to be fired after their comments on Charlie Kirk, was Matthew Dowd, who was actually working at MSNBC and went on air saying some absolutely terrible things. But more and more of these videos are coming out, and more of these people are going to be losing their jobs.
So today is apparently my last day. They just fired me, terminated me because they see my videos, man. Look, they gave me a letter of termination. Letter of termination, man. I was a bad representation of the organization, and I'm no longer here, man. This is some, look at this shit. Y'all gotta see this shit. They really, oh my goodness, man, I can't believe this shit.